Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Is it working properly this time? Hello, Billy, Faku, Jade, Jessica, Lobsol, welcome. So, I am still kind of exhausted. Tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment, so hopefully I'll finally get back on my meds. But until then, my brain is soup, and I don't feel like playing, doing, existing anything. So I thought it'd be fun if we took a deep dive into some really fun Japanese opinions of Silent Hill that I've been digging up in my research. These are specifically from a single website, and I will actually start off by showing y'all that website and kind of discussing a little of that. These are also not like translated by a person. It's a robot translating it, so obviously it's going to sound a little weird, which kind of adds to the hilarity. These comments aren't going to be anything like not which games they thought were the best or their opinions on this or that. This is going to be more the goofy stuff. I'm saving all the more serious things for actual video topics that I hope to get back to soon. Yes, this this is a fun one to start off with, isn't it? But before we jump right into the comments, let's jump to, there's my display. Nope, I don't want to actually show you I want to show you, here, let me move this over for a minute so I can show you all this, the actual website that it comes from. Here we go. All right, well, that's my screenshot. How do I get rid of you for a minute? Where are you? Oh, there's the slideshow. Okay, so that's my... Here we go. So this is called 5C, which I think is like 5channel maybe, 5chi.net. I think it's basically kind of the equivalent of the West's fandom and wiki kind of systems that we have, where it is a website framework that hosts a lot of different things. Basically, anybody that wants to create a chat room or a wiki page for a thing can use 5chi and do that. So you'll find, I mean, there's a whole page of, if I go back one, maybe it was games.5chi.net is the game one. Go back further. Go back. Did I not open with games? Yeah, and then that'll show, these are all the different pages and chat rooms for those things. Silent Hills is here. Well, let's translate. It is, as far as I can tell, a chat room that has been running for 20 years. These are the logs. As you can see, this is from 2001. I don't know that it is, in the modern, like, I don't know that it's being kept up. I don't know that new people are commenting on it. Where is this the main page? No. I think it's possible that this is just, now gone. Unfortunately, I don't know. I have not read through all of it. Here, let's get rid of that now. But I have read through quite a bit of it and have taken some screenshots and things of some of the more interesting / funny comments that have been made over the years. Let's jump right into our comments. Is this my... Okay, I think I have to set it up so it'll let me do... I had this set up, and I guess I messed it up somehow. My buttons to make things go forward and backwards. I updated my program, and I think it got rid of all my stuff. Yay! Where is go forward? Starting, where is image? Go forward. Go forward. Video, image. Oh, here we go. Slideshow. Next slide and previous slide. That'll do it. So, who wants to have sex with Silent Hill characters? Anybody? No takers? No? This is from... Actually, this is from 2020, so maybe it's still kind of active. I don't know. I've had trouble finding the main page. Some of the pages won't load for me, so I don't know. Maybe it's still active. This was in response to... I guess I should make this smaller so we can see the whole image. And... Do you want Walter to be naked and chase after Henry? The other guy was a spammer that just kept spamming this message over and over, and so I guess somebody got tired of him and was like, hey, what? Is this what you want? I don't know why this is the pairing that they went to immediately, but I mean, I'm not upset. Y'all know I'm not upset about this, you know? Let's see here. I'm thinking of going to the gym because I want to have a body like Pyramid Head. But does that body fall into the category of fine macho? He's not muscular. Do I need to do aerobic exercise and weight loss? You need a pile. I'm not sure what that's supposed to. Maybe they mean you need to start lifting pylons over your head. It's the strength of the arm so he can swing that big sword. Today, bring 3 wooden bats and start swinging 1,000 times. That sounds like a good plan. You know, I want the muscles of Pyramid Head. How do I do it? Oh my god. I didn't think I ran the Toluca Lake Marathon because the road to the amusement park changed to a movie on the way. That's talking about, I think, the part where Heather crosses the lake. In the second game, you have to ride the boat, and it really makes it feel like you go far away. Heather just crosses the road, I guess. She just walks. There was a hole here. No... I think this is a I mean, okay, translations could be weird here, but I took this as a joke about being trans. With a hole here no more. Is it okay to understand you've become a man? That's from 2019. That's pretty they could have been making a modern joke. I love it. All right, let's see here. Shattered Memories looks interesting. Darkness seems to get deeper. Oh, they're talking about the idea. There was this interesting... Okay, I have to make this really big. There was this interesting idea where Japanese fans really liked Shattered Memories, and they wanted the fans to make... Or not the fans, the Western devs to make a Shattered Memories style remake of Silent Hill 2. So they got into this like chat of what a Silent Hill 2 Shattered Memories would look like. And Kaufman saying, you know, you're looking for a lost wife, but you killed your wife. Wake up, you're single all the times, James. Maybe your wife is me, James. Wake up. These people are so creative. I love it. I kind of would love that. Let's see here. What kind of creature will be realized if I come to Silent Hill? I'm about to be attacked by a lewd creature with big boobs. Succubus kowai. Succubus kowai. So this is actually a joke on Japanese language because the word kawaii, which is cute, and kowai, which is scary or frightening, are very similar. They look almost the same. So he's saying it's like cute but scary, cute but scary. A monster with a connected up and down eats a slap and dies. You're sucked into... God, I feel bad saying these out loud. These are so horrible. You're sucked into a huge asshole. Oh God, someone don't let these people make a Silent Hill game. That's terrifying. I would never recover. I've never cried. They were talking about the games making them cry, if I remember right. I cleared the game with the dog ending. In the end, I could only think about how he was doing his best. Surely for Silent Hill 3, we're hoping for a cat ending. I guess talking about how the dog ending made it so he wasn't that sad about the game. Let's see. Isn't the movie of Zero... The movie version of Zero, I think this time they're not talking about Silent Hill Zero. I think they're talking about Fatal Frame, which is called Zero over there. The camera comes out and then it reveals it's a mysterious fucking lesbian development. I would love to know what the content, like, the translation clearly leaves some things confused, but I guess they're saying, what if the camera pulled away and Fatal Frame was just lesbians? I don't know. I want the Silent Hill series and the Zero series to be VR. Do you put your hand in the toilet bowl when it's clogged in VR? Don't vomit even more with Eddie's ultra-realistic raw ass. God, that would be really terrible. I mean, VR Silent Hill, VR Zero would be really, really great, but vomiting in VR or putting your hand in the toilet, ooh, let's not do that, no. I want you to remake the first generation properly. I thought I'd leave it to Capcom, but I'm scared that Harry's going to use pro wrestling techniques for the creatures. Better yet, a Japanese style yeah, that would be cool. Crossover with Zero would be cool. I guess they're saying that if Capcom made Silent Hill, it would become way too active and you know, like Chris and Resident Evil crushing boulders. I kind of want to see Harry punch a boulder now. I want to see him use pro wrestling techniques. That would be fun. Isn't this website great? I mean, sure, there's some goofy, stupid, and ridiculous shit, but the stuff I've seen has seemed awesome. Oh, man. I want to do a gentle backworld where I can... Okay, so backworld seems to be the translation that is 99% of the time used for otherworld. Kind of, I guess, the idea that it's behind the world, so it's behind the real world, it's the backworld, and triangle is what they call... Triangle Pyramid Head. Sometimes they call him Mr. Triangle, which is adorable. But I want to do a gentle backworld where I can adventure with the triangle. I'm just like imagining somebody just holding his hand and just walking along. He's a little Alice in Wonderland. Hey, Alex. I want to adventure with the triangle. They love Pyramid Head. I want to be... I want to be beaten by Eileen. That's how they spell Eileen because of the like language thing. So Irene, Eileen. I want to be beaten by Eileen with a bag. The standard way to enter Silent Hill. Always on a mountain road at midnight. Flag collection. Driving a car. I rarely come on foot. For some reason, someone jumps out in front of me. There are obstacles. Accident caused by failing to turn the brakes or the steering wheel, except for Travis, who is safe and has no accidents. They love Travis. There's a lot of comments about Travis in this. Triangle Sama's history. Silent Hill 2 debut. Real James's alter ego. Movie, 2006. Alessa's servant, showing off the skin. Silent Hill arcade, he's a gun-type shooting. In Homecoming, he's the cult executioner and the hero's reincarnation. I guess because Alex can turn into one. The movie sequel, he is the missionary and the Tie Man? I don't know what Tie Man, that's some kind of weird translation, I think there. In Downpour, he was a bonus guest with a cake sword! And I guess in Book of Memories he appears, they say he was somehow weakened. They love the fact that he shows up in multiple things. That's probably the next video I'll end up doing, but I just love this little summary. Cake sword! He cuts the cake in the Downpour birthday video. Dead by Daylight triangle has a good physique for a James triangle, but is small for an Adam triangle or an Alex triangle. They call them that. The different pyramid heads. Homecoming is the Adam triangle or the Alex triangle, and then Silent Hill 2 is James triangle. God, it's just adorable. Can we just all adapt their adorable naming techniques? It's no longer plausible for Unkonami. One of the things that they call Konami is Unkonami. Which makes boring soccer games to sell the copyright. I want you to make a game where you play soccer with a human head. There was a trace of playing basketball with the dog's head. Talking about, all they make is soccer games. Can't they make a scary soccer game at least? I like un-Konami. That's fun. They are un-Konami for sure. Okay, this is so small. I'm gonna have to make it bigger. Let's see. Deeply apologize to those. Oh, we deeply apologize to those who have been victim of these inconveniences performed at our hospital. At the same time, those inconveniences are carried out at the discretion of former hospital officials and former hospital patients. I would like to express this hospital was also the victim of the act and was not performed at our hospital, but was performed without permission. Brookhaven Hospital. Do you have any plans for a press conference? Once a nurse's apology. I don't know what that word is. We've considered a press conference, but we are still in charge of investigating future trends because the whereabouts of 2 suspects are unknown and the circumstances are unknown. Please contact Bronx City Police Department Thomas Gucci near the Heavens Night or Alchemilla. We recommend you go to the hospital. Talking about all the weird shit that happens in Brookhaven. Are you going to release a press conference talking about all the weird shit that happens? Oh, this is the pizza. There we go. No. Silent Hill with Eddie has a pizzeria. Is that still in the real world? The pizza shop. I will deliver anywhere mobile phones are connected. The delivery men. Uh-oh. Is it possible only pizza is the food system of Silent Hill? There's a key in a jelly bean bag and a light bulb in a can. I guess there's only pizza in Silent Hill. It's where the Ninja Turtles live. You know? Makes sense. The unjustified conflict between the cult Domino faction and the pizza faction. I think Pizza Hut, maybe? I don't know. Is that the real source of the trouble in Silent Hill, is the pizza cults? I dreamed Eddie runs a pizzeria, Laura becomes a nurse, Angela fishes on the lake, and James becomes a dog trainer. There's peace. It's okay. I understand Eddie, Laura, and James, but why does Angela become a fisherman? That is kind of weird. Like, okay, I guess. Why does she become a fisherman? She didn't really have any fish-related, whatever. Using the soft engine, from Dead or Alive, I want to enjoy the nurse's bouncing breasts. Good lord. I want to get drunk with the approaching physical beauty of Triangle. Now that's a wise man. I would do Dead or Alive, that game that has all the big bouncing bosoms. That engine with Pyramid Head would definitely be a blessing. I think this man's on to something for sure. Mr. Triangle. I should get used to using his true name, Mr. Triangle. The protagonists who survived the Silent Hill series held an alumni association called the Victims Association. I had such a dream. Nobody seems to come. I somehow came up with a picture of James wearing a tricorn hat, sitting alone in a chair. It would be James, wouldn't it? That's the man that we should all bully and put in a loser hat. VR, where you can flirt with the bubblehead nurse. Flirting. Fatal injury. Rather, I want to take care of the nurses and the others from a triangular perspective. They are obsessed with this man. They just want Pyramid Head to have a happy, nice day with his buddies in Silent Hill and just a gentle adventure in the backworld with Mr. Triangle. That's all they want. Oh, thank you, Carlos. And welcome to everyone else who's joined us reading these weirdnesses. Travis's 4D pockets seem to have been allowed. Some people have chainsaws, swords, mauls in their pockets. There's no problem because there is a little girl who carries 25 clothes in her pocket. Travis is different in quantity and type. It may be a monster because he may be, I think is the intent. He may be a monster because you can defeat the devil with your bare hands. The clothing thing is about how in Silent Hill 3, Heather has like 40 different outfits that she just carries around with her. And then Travis, of course, of all the characters, can carry TVs, toasters. Was it toasters? Well, it was lamps, all kinds of crazy shit in his bags. And also can defeat God with his fists. They love that. There will be a lot of comments about that. Why is the main character uselessly handsome in Homecoming and Downpour? Because... I'm sure that I don't, context-wise, I can't tell if this was meant as a joke in good humor or as an insult, but I find it hilarious and I'm on board. I'm on board with Downpour and Homecoming being gay. I'll take it. What are these comments? These are comments from Japanese fans on the biggest Silent Hill board. I guess sort of the Silent Hill wiki of Japan. They did have an official wiki until 2008 when it went under from lack of use. Unfortunately, they didn't have anyone who could moderate it anymore. But this chat room has been going on at least for 20 years. From 2001, it was started right after Silent Hill 2 came out, and to as far as I can tell, it was active in 2020. I'm not 100% sure it's still around because I have trouble finding the main page, but maybe it is. I don't know. All right, let's see. Okay, I already did that one. It's hard to understand. James's father is an interesting old man who manages 4 apartments, but they are similar through a peephole. I guess maybe James and Frank, they're saying they look really similar. It would be great if my dad was triangular. Is that too much? They want James's dad to be Pyramid Head. These people love him. I adore it. They just want Pyramid Head to have a happy, beautiful, normal life, be an apartment manager, hang out with his friends, Mr. Triangle. I love it. Why can't Silent Hill move by vehicle? I thought I could ride a bike until Kaufman robbed me of the Scarlet Liquid. Oh, the bike from the first game where you find I guess they assumed that when you find the motorbike that you'd be able to, ride around town. That would have been neat. They wouldn't have, the town wouldn't have been able to load fast. There's no way it would have worked. Maybe it's because the fog is thick and there are a lot of holes. For the time being, James is traveling by boat, but that was annoying. You hate Harry looking for Cheryl on a Segway. That's it. The owner who bought the Segway, he fell to the river 7 years ago and died. Now I want to play Silent Hill riding around on a Segway. Oh my god. That's a beautiful image. Pyramid Head on a Segway. Okay, this is too small. Let's zoom in. I think it was the second work that determined the image of Silent Hill, but look at its making. Tsuboyama, graphic designer, created the scenery. Character designer Sato should be known more. It goes without saying Mr. Yamaoka of music and Ito of creature design are amazing. I wonder if they can come together to make a horror game. Unkonami will do everything in its power to prevent it. In an interview with the staff for the strategy guide, the people said, I'm scared to make horror games, so I want to make a heartwarming simulation next time. That's why it's okay to play a heartwarming James training game. What is a James training game? And what are we training him for? I swear, these people just want a Silent Hill dating sim, and I am on board with this. I'm on board. Do it. Somebody do it. I have to change the prefecture name to English and find a time. This is joking about how the name of Silent Hill first came about. Because originally they were just calling it Shizuoka because somebody was from Shizuoka, and they were like, well, we need an English name for a town. Let's just literally change Shizuoka into English and use that, Silent Hill. Because I think Shizuoka is silent and hill. And so they're joking on that. And it's actually a pretty popular joke in Japan to do that. I remember reading an article where people started just changing their cities' names into literal English translations. So they have New Lagoon, Bear Book. Okay, that one didn't translate. Gunma. I don't know what that one is. I like Bear Book. Can I live in Bear Book? That might be fun. There was a thread here, and now it's gone. Oh, that's sad. Do I know the name of the board? Yes, I actually showed at the very beginning. Here, I'll pull it back up. Nope, that's not it. I put my thing back in front again. It's difficult to navigate because a lot of it's archived, so some of the pages won't show up. Get rid of the image. It is called game.5ch.net. That's the kind of like Wikipedia is the framework that has a bunch of websites. Seems like 5Chi is also the same for that. The Silent Hill series is this link here, which I can link in the description for folks that want to jump around and see all the goofiness. Let me get rid of that. And yeah. It is fun. I have not read all of it yet because there's literally hundreds of pages, but I've tried to get through a decent amount of reading through and getting some information. These are just the goofy, silly ones. I'm saving oh man, it jumped us back to the beginning. Well, I'll just go backwards and we'll meet in the middle. Okay. Oh, this is talking about Travis. The main character is usually astringent overseas. I don't know what astringent, I don't know what that could have been meaning to be translated as. But this is talking about how old characters, people in Japan, or I guess in video games in general, don't usually like older characters as the hero, which Travis isn't that old, but comparatively he's a lot less baby-faced than most protagonists in the East. I like Osans. I wonder if everyone really hates Osans. There are a few Osans, meaning old man, in Japanese games. I wonder if Japanese people don't accept Osans as the main character. I can only think of Snake as the famous Osan hero. However, as I called Osan a while ago, Travis is just a stubbly young man. I think it's okay to be an older man as the protagonist. I think it's better to be a young man. I'm sick of watching even if I'm struggling after a long time. There's a bare-handed attack. I was scared and stopped halfway through, but my bare hands are too strong. With 50... This is talking about the fact you can beat the game by punching through everyone. So basically, Travis is an old man with invincible fists, and they like that. That's their thing. Oh, okay, that's not one that interesting. Travis can make God bumpy with bare hands. I don't know what bumpy, I don't know what that word, but I guess, he can defeat God with his bare hands, which is a fun title. That's great. And that's a summary of origins. Travis can probably fight evenly against Kazuma Kiryu. I thought Harry was the strongest until Travis came out. That's fantastic. I would just make that a little smaller. Is Travis a talented person? He can defeat monsters with his bare hands. Like, they love Travis. And these are 2018. They are still talking about Travis being so powerful. I found comments like this in the days after the game was released, which it came out in the West first. And so fans were playing the game, were importing it and playing it in English. And none of the people in the chat room could read English. So they were just playing it to play through it. And just talking about how this old man is so strong. He kills monsters with his fists. It's great. I love it. This is... Thanks to Silent Hill 2, my depression has healed. Thanks to Silent Hill 2, I love pizza. My wife is back thanks to Silent Hill 2. Thanks to Silent Hill 2, the swing of the bat has become sharper. Thanks to Silent Hill 2, I have a wife. Thanks to Silent... Oh, please let me say that so he wants to be able to say that. Thanks to Silent Hill 2, I became Moe. Thanks to Silent Hill 2... Poor 446, you refer to whoever you're talking to by the number of the comment. The names, typically people don't enter their IDs. The IDs can identify individual people. So like if the same number pops up again, you know it's the same person. But they don't have usernames as far as I can tell. Or at least most people don't seem to enter one. So he's saying, that guy has a stripper mistress. Thanks to Silent Hill 2, I like this. And then points at Triangle. Because of course. Everybody loves Triangle. Stop moving. The most recent comments I've found are from 2020. I don't know. I would assume that they continue. If they've gone on for this long, why would they stop now? It's fascinating because a lot of the comments and the articles and things that they talk about in like official news come from us. Our Wikipedia page, Rely on Horror, all that kind of stuff. Like, it feels like the official presence of Silent Hill in Japan is kind of dead, and there's just not enough fan interest to keep anything alive there, so fan sites and stuff are all from our side. Fascinating and kind of sad. Which is the most interesting Silent Hill made by a foreigner? Zero. Regrettable it's a portable game, so they wanted Zero to not be portable. Homecoming. Travis kills creatures with his bare hands. It's Zero, and then they say there's a apparently there's an overseas PS2 version? I wonder, excuse me, I guess that means that it never came out on PS2 in Japan. Weird. I wonder if it didn't sell well enough? Huh. And then they just talk about, like, the different things they like about the different game down here. I just think it's fascinating. They love Zero so much. That's such a different opinion to Western fans. I don't know what the huge dichotomy is that the Japanese love Zero. I literally have a comment in here somewhere that I didn't put up here, but somebody said something to the effect of, Zero was really made by Westerners. It's even just as high quality as the Eastern games. And that is so not the opinion of, like, general Silent Hill Western fans, especially back when it first came out. Just, wow, it was wild. the differences. I want to fit triangle. When I use it again, there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's good triangle only appears in 2. I think so. I see, but I still want to see Pyramid. He's a strong enemy. I don't want to see him, but I want the bloody rabbit to be put somewhere. It's cheap if it use it too much. He was in the movies and arcades. I want to be chased by creatures with designs that come mentally. Oh no, my dog's barking. Hello. I'm gonna mute the mic until she stops. Are you done? You done barking, stupid? Hello. Okay. Did you get your whatever done? Okay. Here we go. It's true that Pyramid Head was created by James, but I still like Pyramid Head. I want to see him again in some way. Is there a new kind of Pyramid Head? There's a lot of conversations that go like this in these chat rooms. It's hilarious. It seems there are many people who buy it. Do you have expectations for 0? I want to meet Pyramid Head. Does it come with a Pyramid Head? If Pyramid Head is attached as a reservation privilege, I would buy it immediately. But I'll buy it even if he's not attached. If Pyramid Head comes out, it will not wither. That's amazing. It's just fantastic. You know, now I understand why the Demi-Fiend keeps coming back in the SMT series. People like punching gods, literally. That's true. That is true. And also, they apparently like having the same like characters and mascots just coming back over and over and over again. Because these people want Pyramid Head so much. The majority of these people and these comments will be, I want to see Pyramid Head again, not he should only be in Silent Hill 2. Whereas, of course, the reverse is true in the West. If you want to put in the box version and Maria mode, you also want triangle mode. Talking about how Silent Hill 2, which this is back when it first came out, when they announced Xbox versions that had where you could play as Maria, they wanted to be able to play as Pyramid Head instead, which that might be fun. That's basically Dead by Daylight now, is what that is. Oh, this is talking about the ideas behind Pyramid Head. The formal wear of an executioner during the Civil War to hide their faces and show anonymity that what they do is under justice. They wear triangular helmets on a foggy day. The sinner was executed on a hill. James wants to punish himself and is embodied in Silent Hill's traditional executioner. The hood's made of iron, and then, and then made into a horse's head. The horse's head isn't visible from the outside. This is a real thing. I don't know if this is a mistranslation. I have to go back and see if this is or not, and just like figure out what the literal word is being used. But multiple times there are references to a theory that inside of Pyramid's helmet is a horse head. I don't know where that came from or why. I have that image. Certainly a horse. I want to upload it, but I don't know how to do it. If you look closely at the illustration of the Pyramid Head, you can see that it looks like a horse. It's creepy to imagine a horse's head with a helmet taken, but it's funny. See, there's also the fact that since this is a translation, and you know, I don't know the language intimately, there's no knowing if there's like context or humor here where like, is this a joke? Is this serious? I have no idea, but there's this apparent theory going around that there's a horse head inside of Pyramid Head's helmet. So weird. I want to check the details of the head on Pyramid Head in the game. Since the TV room is small, I sometimes play in the living room on a huge TV. When I'm in Suzuoka and someone gets up and makes a noise, my heart will stop. The Pyramid Head has a presence and vividness I couldn't think of as a polygon. Pyramid Head battle was good both times. In the end, the Pyramid Head sank in the mud. It was surreal. I could hear, I guess, a sound from the mud. Whether it has a will or not, it feels like a robot. I guess talking about, I don't know if that's meant to be good or bad. I don't know if they like him or not. I can't tell. Horse face in helmet, is this the imagination of an official? Okay, so yeah, somebody's like, what are you talking about? No way. The Pyramid Head brother is a strange person who appeared due to the killed brother. Brother referring to like, not like a literal brother, but that's like a way of referring to male people sometimes in conversation. So they're just saying like, he is Pyramid Head, this brother, this person. I think this is talking about Silent Hill 4. Their purpose or consciousness is revenge on Walter's... Oh, no, this is talking about when Walter was mentioned in Silent Hill 2. The brothers who buried Walter Sullivan became a symbol of denying the existence of others as a person who warns sinners by the spirit of Silent Hill and James. Spirit of James and the power of Silent Hill, I guess, is talking about where Pyramid Head came from. And then the other stuff, lying figure is Mary, Bubblehead nurses Mary's face. Born of Mary James and Silent Hill, denied by Red Pyramid Things. That's the only time I've seen him actually called Red Pyramid Thing in this. If he didn't stand up on his own, the nightmare would never wake up. That's interesting, talking about Pyramid Head. Bye, Adna. Thanks for joining us. Judging from the fact the picture of the head was displayed in the museum, is there a picture of his head in it? I guess they're talking about the painting with the cages. The existence of the head. Oh, okay, they're shortening Pyramid Head to head. Okay. Judging from the fact that the picture of the head was displayed in the museum, it seems the existence of the head has existed since the time the prison existed. On the other hand, the murder of the siblings by Sullivan is not so old, considering it was written in a newspaper that came out of a garbage bag. Does the time axis shift? Interesting theorizing over here. This is great. Isn't the Red Devil Walter was afraid of Pyramid Head? That was a really popular theory in the West too for a while until Masahiro Ito said no, that's not what he meant. I think 4 makes it the guy that started that whole ritual thing. Pyramid Head is the universal symbol of judgment in Silent Hill. When James and Mary came to sightseeing, they saw the picture in the museum, and judgment was a pyramid head, and the sin was a corpse in the cage. Interesting. That's cool. Oh, don't worry about it, Jeff. Welcome. We did watch a fascinating movie last night. I will have to link it in the Discord. That was wild. My pyramid head had less impact than the guy who broke the bio wall and chased me. Oh, I think, are they talking about Nemesis or Mr. X or somebody? It has an absolute existence like a pyramid head, which counteracts other fears. Did Silent Hill 2 seek enemy fear like bio instead of mental fear? Either way, it was half-hearted horror, too. If you attack a bio tracker, you shouldn't die once. If you attack, you drop an item, it'll never fall down. So this is from a very common thread of certain people like to compare, contrast Resident Evil to Silent Hill. Resident Evil is way more popular over there, which is probably true here, too. Probably closer over here than it is over there. And they like to say, oh, Pyramid Head's copying Resident Evil, and it's not doing it as well. So I think that's what they're doing there. Alright, let's, I want the Pyramid Head to chase after the player. I want you to follow me for a long time, break the door, and go to the save point. It's scary, you have no choice but to run away from enemies you can't defeat. I want to have the feeling of excitement and holding my breath. I wanted my Pyramid Head to walk around the city. That's great. That's basically what would come later, you know, tons of games doing that. And then, of course, Dead by Daylight has Pyramid Head attacking you and doing things. That's so fascinating, the way that this stuff is just obviously trended in a certain way. You can see tattoos on the arm of the Pyramid Head. According to there it is again! The helmet contains a horse's face. What official information contains that? What official information says Pyramid Head has a horse head? I don't know. That's so weird. When I observed Pyramid Head closely, it was a more aggressive design I expected. The triangular iron on the head does not contain a normal-shaped head, but is filled with meat-like objects. See, that's what I always thought, that it was like meat, which the figure, I have a statue up there. The statues make it look like it's just filled with meat. The enemy who doesn't attack seems scary. There was a Pyramid Head walking, ignoring the hero in the demonstration. This is from 2001. Originally in the E3 trailers and stuff, there was Pyramid Head in the apartments, and later they took him out of there. I think that's what he's talking about. If I had to pass Pyramid Head in a narrow corridor few people could pass through, be scary. The head is so cool. The speed of chasing Maria. Triangle. My head is in love with me. I wanted to be a master of Okuma? What is Okuma? I'm Googling that now because I just love how much they my Pyramid Head is in love with me. Oh my god. What is Okuma? Has something to do with fishing, maybe? Yeah, all I get is fishing rods. What is... Is he saying he's fishing for Pyramid Head? Okay. Meaning large or big. I want to be a master of... Okay, probably the big sword. It's heavy and difficult to use. So that's what it means. Okay. Isn't it cool? I want you to sleep with me. Fight with the... Okay, wait. 180. Okay, okay. Pyramid was creepy. Walking with a sword slurping. Isn't he cool after all? I don't know if they're saying they want... I think they're saying they want to sleep with Pyramid Head. Please, fight with the Pyramid Head. Oh my god. I want the Pyramid Head to come to 3, but I think it's too much. Oh, this is talking about Siren Hill, or Siren, I think, or other Japanese games. Which unfortunately, like they say here, only Silent Hill is left. For me, who doesn't like Japanese horror, the only horror is Silent Hill, Bio, Clock Tower, but Bio isn't horror, and Clock Tower is disappointed at once with 3. I only have Silent Hill left, so I'll ask Konami-san. That's sad. And when is that, 2005? Oh yeah, they were making games back then, weren't they? No, they're not. Oh yeah, this was from a conversation comparing Bio and Silent Hill. There's a whole thing about that. It's not good to dismiss other series and raise Silent Hill. I don't know. Resident Evil 7 is Silent Hill. Was it a hoax? Got a letter from my wife. Isn't it Silent Hill too? Talking about, you get like a note or a letter from her in the 7? I don't know. I haven't actually finished 7. It may have been mentioned, but since there's no evidence of a conflict at the scene of Harry Papa's murder, talking about Harry, Aunt Claudia threatened him, probably. If you resist, we'll get your daughter, and then stabbed him without resistance. Is this correct interpretation? Holding my daughter hostage is convincing. Another consideration I've seen was he was attacked from behind. This is also Harry's past work. I think they're saying like he's older in 3. I'm the tired man waiting for my daughter, sleeping on the couch, and the man who killed God is just an old man when he's relaxing at home. That's so sad. Like, oh man, I read that and I was, oh, poor Harry. He is. He's just an old man. Let's see here. What is Heather? What is Heather? I'm enthusiastic about defeating the creatures, but I really don't understand the story. Is the childbirth scene the one that you spit out of your mouth? I thought it was food poisoning. Did you give birth from your mouth? I'm in trouble if I break my stomach and that comes out. Yeah, it's very Alien, isn't it? Which I think actually Masahiro Ito said that he got the idea from Alien. I was trapped in the basement. It was very narrow, very dark, very scary. I dropped my precious kimchi, but I don't want to go there anymore. Moderately aged kimchi's falling. That's a reference to that ring from the Brookhaven Hospital. Yeah, it's so funny, like Lupsel says, how in the West people are very gatekeepy about Triangle, and in Japan they just are chill and want him everywhere. I honestly think the difference is in like the strength and weakness of the Western and Eastern fans it's like a mirror. Japan, it never got popular enough to really build up the kind of steam where you had for many, many, many years, like fan sites and YouTubers, and like none of that stuff really built up in the same way, where like there is content for it, but not like dedicated, like one person's making this thing for Silent Hill. You know, like we have so many dedicated fan sites in Europe and America and South America, I think are the 3 biggest places. They didn't get that. And so that sucks for them. But on the flip side, there were no overarching voices or narratives taking control of how we saw Silent Hill as a fandom. Whereas in the West, especially like English-speaking countries, because it got so huge and so popular and so many people were making content for it, eventually certain people got popular enough that they got to define and control the narrative and had enough fans that that narrative spread kind of like a virus through everybody. So you know, that's the kind of, we have so much cool content and stuff, but on the flip side, more negativity, you know, kind of sucks. But yeah, that's an interesting part of, like, Japanese fandom does not have a bunch of negativity. I think I was trying to make my highlighter work. What did I get? I don't know. Perfume maker? I don't know what that, I can't tell what I was trying to do there. I want to play the world of Silent Hill with Snake. Seriously, there are other events where Dante will come and give you a stylish gun, or in Biohazard, Wesker is fighting the Pyramid Head. Or if you use too much of the gun you got from Dante, you're robbed by Walter. These are amazing. I want these crossovers to exist. Pyramid, I'm invincible! Okay, I want Dante and Wesker to be in Silent Hill now. That would be fun. James may be living quietly with Laura in some place. I wish he could be saved. The shocking thing about 3 was Harry was killed. Maybe Harry is pretending to be dead. Perhaps he lurked in the trunk of Douglas's car and re-entered Silent Hill, operating God with a remote control. For Harry, Heather's the devil who killed his beloved Alessa. I think God was the one who remodeled Alessa's corpse and turned it into a robot. Now we're writing fanfic. Oh my god. Seems that could be used as material for a stupid ending. Is it your work? It's just Harry in a Gundam? My lord. If you want to materialize the Pyramid Head, instead of making it 3-dimensional, commit some crime and get delusional. A sad face. I just wanted to meet the pyramid. Or no, meet the triangle. No. Oh, the police are taking them away and putting them behind bars. I just wanted to meet the triangle. That's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, forgot about that one. Just gonna nope past that one. We've got a couple of ones just like that. Did we read that one out? Yep. So we have now circled back through all of them. Wow, it's almost been an hour. Holy crap. And I still have hundreds, but many of them are going to be saved for videos that I am working on. Those were the goofy, funny ones that weren't really ever going to probably appear in a video on a topic because they really don't have anything to do with anything. So I figured, yeah, that might be fun to share. Hopefully tomorrow, I get my doctor's appointment, get back to schedule, and maybe tomorrow night or Thursday we will actually play a video game. And I'll try and post a video. I think my next video is actually going to be about Japanese opinions of Pyramid Head and the weird difference between how the West and the East sees him, because it's just fascinating to me how different that is. I mean, clearly the reason why Konami felt like Pyramid Head had to be in Silent Hill is because all the Japanese fans were saying it. And, you know, that's where that probably came from. It's fascinating. In the meanwhile, all of my books are currently 50% off. So if you've never bought them and you would like to check them out, all of them are on sale, including the digital and the audiobooks and the physical paperback and hardback. It would be a really big help if you haven't bought them and you want to, and you can. This month has been a little tight because I've been out of town for so long, so it would really be a big benefit. You could also become a member through Patreon or YouTube. There's more than 100 bonus videos and extra content that you get access to if you do so. Thank you to everyone who already is one, like Jeff, you're amazing, thank you. Silent Leon, Billy, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. And I know this has been a weird month, and I've quite behind on a lot of things, but I promise things will get back to normal, and hopefully soon we will have more content. So thank you for being patient with me and supporting me through all this. New stuff to come. I think I've got Kudelka project almost finished, a Shadow of Destiny / Memories thing eventually, and Fatal Frame stuff to go along with the Silent Hill thing. Which I will continue doing Silent Hill symbolism probably next week, and the history series and the stuff that I've been doing about more general Silent Hill content will also continue. It is very cool how they're fascinating how they see him, and there's a lot of really fun stuff with him that I just can't wait to share with y'all, like stuff they did for the movie and just the ridiculous ways that they advertised with Pyramid Head. It's great. I think it has something, honestly, to do with the Japanese love of mascots. Everything has mascots in Japan in a way that, like, America has never gone that. I don't think anyone in the world has gone so hard on mascots as Japan has. And I think that's Pyramid Head is Silent Hill's mascot, and that's how they see him. It's cute. So that is everything. Thanks again for watching and for your patience with me this month. And I will be back soon with some more Silent Hill stuff. Bye.